Good day, everybody. Good day. Ugh, it is almost 10 in the morning. This is probably one of the earliest, if not the earliest, battles I've done for the season. And it's kind of in the middle of like a pretty tight week. I'm gonna be real. I'm traveling, going away next week, so I'll have to see when I'm end up playing playoffs. I don't know. It should be a fun video coming out beginning of sometime next week as well. That I'm doing at the end of this week, and Uh, yeah, tight schedule, but I found some time to be able to schedule this game, and it looks like we're going to be playing here soon. So let me go ahead and get into the breakdown. We're playing against Ducky today, and so I am already, in terms of playoff picture, I am guaranteed top three at this point. So this is almost like this is, but for him, this is like more important. I think if he wins, he has a chance of getting in, like the bottom of the top eight. I think it depends on if I think there's like three guys with 4 wins right now. I think if they all lose, then he gets in, and he has to have a higher differential than everybody else with 3 wins that could win the rest of their games. So it's very confrontational. It's going to be a very close race. So we'll have to see how that turns out. And he definitely has some power on his teams. He's got the Ursa Luna Blood Moon. I used that in my first Wi-Fi draft I ever did, which was the last draft I did. That mon is so fun to use. Very much recommend. And actually has a pretty good matchup into my team too. We got Manaphy, obviously. That's always scary. Tail Glow. The one move is legal. The Take Heart, the Calm Mind Refresh move, that move is legal. You could do something with that. You could do some stored power, acid armor type beat, or even just like specs or scarf. We got Metagross. This is a mon that I also was thinking about picking up in the draft at some point, but I decided getting Gambit instead, just because Gambit's my favorite mon. But Metagross is definitely on my watch list. That's something I want to use at some point. And it has a pretty good matchup into my team too. Very hard to switch into, and if it sets up, it could be like it could very much get out of hand, especially in the late game. Cinderace is another mon that has a pretty good matchup into my team. It basically I'm not bringing Hazard this week because of this mon. Even though like the Hazard removal on the other side is like it's just the defog Weezing, I just don't feel comfortable setting up spikes or Stealth Rock and getting them put back to me. I could have set up Stealth Rock, but I didn't end up bringing. I didn't bring it. I didn't want to. Couldn't really fit it on any of my mons this week. And I didn't want to deal with spikes on my side if he does decide to court change them. And Cinderace is the one mon that's faster on this team, that's faster than Valiant, so I definitely think it's coming for sure. Galarian Weezing, obviously good defensive piece, neutralizing gas, levitate, Misty Surge, all great abilities. Mienshao is actually a massive threat into my team. I just don't switch. It's a fighting type with ice coverage, so it beats my 2 flying types, so that makes it very difficult to handle. But I did what I could to prep for it. Obviously, Regenerator, U-turn, could go Reckless, High Jump Kick. There's a couple different ways you can run it. I think it's a pretty cool mon. Umbreon, classic defensive piece. One of the few mons that still retains Toxic. And it has Foul Play and Wish and other ways that to be annoying. I'm pretty sure it gets Baton Pass too, so I had to watch out for that. Whimsicott, Fast Mon, Fairy Mon. Could be support, could be specs. Rotom Wash, pretty standard defensive piece. Everybody knows what Rotom does. It's fat, it clicks Volt Switch, it clicks Pump, it clicks Willow, Trick Scarf. Could even run Nasty Ply if he's crazy. And the Terra Captain is Miss Magius. Pretty good Terra Captain. Solid speed set. Ghost Stab is always nice, and you can get whatever stab you want as well. It has solid coverage too. D-Gleam, Energy Ball, Thunderbolt. So, in terms of what I'm bringing, I didn't have as much time to prep this week as I normally do, just because we're playing this super early in the week because I am leaving pretty soon, and like I said, it's a stacked week. So I didn't get as much time to test this stuff, but I think it has a pretty good matchup. So we're rocking Expert Bell, Hoopa, Psychic, Dark Pulse, Focus Blast, Energy Ball. Smacks everything on the team really hard. and it hits almost everything for super effective damage. So this is just one of those mons that you can't really switch into. You can also switch into things like Manaphy and other like special attackers that don't have coverage for it. We got AV Alamomola. This is a pretty good special wall into the team. Helps handle things like Blurstood, Manaphy, Miss Meg. Can click flip turn on them. I put Icy Wind because I needed a move to actually do something if I switched this into Manaphy. And the best thing I think I came up with was being able to Icy Wind, drop the speed, and get Hoopa to go faster than it. Because then I could smack it with a Expert Belt Energy Ball. We got Lumberry on the culling, so that this can come into Galarian Weezing and smack it with an Iron Head and not worry about a Will-O-Wisp burn. Or I can set up a Swords Dance directly on it. And if this gets set up, it's pretty good. It's a little worried about things like Umbreon and like the Weezing and Cinderace, but the main reason this is here is so that I can click Sucker Punch if Metagross ever gets set up, and I don't just auto lose to it. But if it can get away with anything else, that'd be very much appreciated. We got Calm Mind, Wide Lens, Iron Valiant. I need Focus Blast in order to kill the Ursaluna Blood Moon, and I didn't really need much of an item, so I'd rather just smack Wide Lens on it just so it can hit like more consistently. Focus Blast is a pretty good move into this team, especially after a Calm Mind. It gets pretty hard to stop, so that's what that's for. We got Skeledirge, Colbur Berry. So the only rocks that are on the team is the Metagross, and if it's Stealth Rock, then it's not banded or probably not set up or anything. So I'm not really super worried about it. Colbur Berry to take hits from like a knockoff from Metagross or Mienshao. This is also like something that can switch into Mienshao. This is like the best thing I could come up with. That wasn't like a Terramon, because Terra Regigigas was like inconsistent when I was actually going over it. Will-O-Wisp to spread burn. Sunny Day is there so that I can take a hit from Manaphy and neuter the rest of its damage and be able to beat it with other things easier. As long as it's not Sword Power, so we'll see how that goes. And if it is Sword Power, actually, we have this right here. We have Prankster, Encore, Grafaiai once again. This is pretty helpful versus things like any setup mons like the Manaphy, Metagross, Ursaluna. Spreading Toxic is very nice into this team. Help break down walls like Umbreon, and getting a Toxic on a Manaphy or Ursaluna would also be very nice. We have Trick Scarf, so that way we can cripple a Galarian Weezing, an Umbreon, or a Manaphy, so that I can set up with one of my two setup guys easier versus it. U-turn just to have something to switch out on, and I didn't want to run Parting Shot because Metagross blocks Parting Shot with the Clear Body, and Umbreon blocks it because it's Dark type. And that's the team, so match should be starting soon, so I'll see you guys over there. Alright, we are back. So, a lot of stuff I expected. Mienshao, Ursaluna, and Cinderace are pretty obvious. Whimsicott, wasn't 100% expecting that, I'm gonna be real. Whimsicott, Umbreon, Weezing. That's why we got Psychic coverage on the Mr. Val for that gas pack over there. Oh, Manaphy is pretty insane though. So, with that in mind, I think I will need one of these two, and I think it's you. Cause I was thinking about leading this unless the Mienshao comes, which it did, and Manaphy didn't even come, so I'm not even pressured to lead the Encore guy. It's got to be one of these two. But I don't want to lead this into. I mean, what do I? It's a setup mon. I feel like I shouldn't be leading it at all. Yeah, I can't kill anything off rip except for like certain Ursaluna builds and like the Scarf on the Mienshao, but there's no need to risk that when I can just lead the safe lead. This is pretty good versus like the entire team, so good luck to my opponent, And let's see where this goes. Ugh. Good stadium. Marco. Ah, yeah. So thank God, no Valiant lead. I led properly here. Is this a Will-O-Wisp moment? I feel like it is. Yeah, nothing takes a Willow. I mean, who's coming in? Because this can't do anything if it stays in. It literally gets nothing. I'm physically defensive. This does nothing to me. So it would have to be Ursa or maybe one of the walls. I can't switch out because he's probably going to U-turn. Sunny Day could be fun later, but there's no reason to reveal it right now. Torch Song isn't even a bad play just to get chip. Should I just do that? That's exactly what I'm gonna do, actually. I'm just gonna get some chip. Because I can still Toxic the Umbreon later if that's what he brings in. I'd much rather have a Toxic on it than anything else. And chip on Torch Song. I just need a little chip to be able to knock out a specially defensive Ursaluna Blood Moon with Focus Blast. Without a Calm Mind. You see Umbreon come out. Does a solid, maybe 10%. So it's a good thing I didn't Willow there. Oh, that's like super Spadef. Which means Gambit can beat it, but I don't want to set up Swords Dances and take foul plays. I think I'm gonna go this. It's pretty non-threatening to this, and getting this Scarf would be awesome. Nice. So what can he even bring into this? Nothing really wants a Scarf. I don't think you're gonna go hard Mienshao on this. Even Whimsicott. You're definitely not going Whimsicott on the Poison type. Cinderace getting Scarf would be unpleasant, but I feel like you stay in, or you go maybe Blursa, or probably Weezing. And I'd like to Scarf any of those, so we're gonna do that. Also, no Metagross is insane. That makes... So I did a lot of my speed creeping for the Metagross. So I'll have to see how that ends up playing out. That's... Oh, that's a Cinderace, isn't it? At least we get to see what item it is. But now we know it's faster than Valiant. Well, it would be faster regardless. I don't know why I said that, but... We just go Skeledirge. No reason not to. If he U-turns into one of those guys again, then I can play into them. Probably goes back into what? Umbreon or Weezing, right? Probably Umbreon because it's Spadef. And I can't do much back. Goes into the bear, actually. Now, I don't want this... What can this do? We always go Mola on this because we can always take any hit after a Calm Mind and flip turn into Focus Blast kills. We can take 2 hits from a Choice Spec set, or 1 Blood Moon from a... maybe even 2 Blood Moons from a Calm Mind boosted one. Because you can't use Blood Moon twice in a row. see Earth Power. 531 to 390. Is that specs? I kind of did a lot. It's actually not specs, that's just off rip how strong it is. I'm gonna take my flip here. Actually, this thing Calm Minds, I don't know if I made the right play. But he does go hard out, so looks like I made the right play. Do I just go Grafii and scare it out? Toxic, you are... Okay, the problem is I don't actually have a poison move on this guy. I feel like I can go this relatively free. There's nothing it can really do to me. Even if it paralyzes me. I can blow it off. And if this is specs, I really don't want to deal with swapping into anything else. Should I just throw off an Iron Head? Actually, no steel resistance ace. Yeah, let's do it. U-turn. So could be a choice set. Let's see who is going to come in here. We're running a lot of speed on this to outspeed Uninvested Umbreon and Weezing. So it's going to depend on how much speed he wants to run on those walls. If this is especially defensive... Oh, that still took nothing. That might be like mixed defenses. That's actually took very little. If I Swords Dance, how much is this foul play gonna hurt me? That can do upwards of 51%. Let's not do that. Let's just make the safe play. Probably Toxic here, right? Yeah, because then they haven't brought in the Weezing yet, and I don't think they're gonna bring it in on this. They could. I wouldn't put it past them. We do. What? Oh, it's a dark type. I'm dumb. Oh, I'm so dumb. Oh, I'm so dumb. Wow, that actually backfired horribly. So now I have to burn it, right? I guess I got a Willow next time Dirge comes in. Wow, I actually forgot that. I can't really do much by staying in. I could switcheroo the leftovers, because Heavy Duty Boots, none of us brought Hazard, so Heavy Duty Boots is pretty much useless. I might actually have a disability, Doug. Like, what am I doing? What am I actually doing? I keep forgetting it's Prankster that does it, not the move in particular. But I think I can do this, right? How much? Because he's... Let me see how much damage I actually do. It's 2 a KO, it's not a guaranteed KO. I guess it is better to just go this and try to break it down with this. Especially if there's no Metagross. Do I Swords Dance first or do I Iron Head first? Now that I know I'm faster. I think Iron Heading first is better. Oh, they're faster, never mind. Yeah. So this is definitely the right move. And I think that puts it in range of Valiant, if I'm not mistaken. If it's max Videf, it dies at 56 from Blast. So that's what I'm gonna go for. Because I expect the Wish to be coming out right now. If they foul play again, then that puts me in an even better position. I feel very goofy forgetting about that Dark Prankster thing. So, Toxic, Foul Play, Wish. I feel like it's very safe to assume the last move is Protect or Baton Pass. And so as badly as I want to... I think I do just Calm Mind, actually. I think if it's Baton Pass, you wouldn't stay in. And you also wouldn't go hard Cinderace. And if it's Protect, you're... Yeah, so we're gonna Calm Mind. I think you either go hard out into Wheezing. That's the Wheezing for sure, right? Yeah. And Calm Mind will help me take a hit from this as well. If this thing is Spadef, I can 2-hit KO it, and it can't open on me, so let's go for it. Oh, nice. It wasn't even specially defensive. Very nice. So probably see Cinderace come out here. No way this doesn't have Gunk Shot. And even if he U-turns, it's just something I kind of gotta take. Do I just sack off the Monkey then? Or do I go this first and then throw away Monkey? What does Monkey do? It doesn't take a hit from Whimsy anymore. And I'd honestly rather just get momentum than bring in this just to deal with Umbreon again. I don't even know if the U-turn kills me, but this Monkey doesn't really do anything anymore, unfortunately. It does lock in the Pyro Ball. So... I think it's Will-O-Wisp time. Is it Willow or Flip time? If I go Aloe, they're gonna go Whimsy or Umbreon. Umbreon, I still don't really... I guess Umbreon's in Valiant range, so I could flip into Valiant. It's versus getting a burn on. Getting the burn would be so nice, though. I think I'm gonna do that first. Because Focus Blast can always miss. Even with the boost. Maybe I shouldn't have done this though, because now I don't really switch into Umbreon well. Goes into the bear. Mola comes on this all day, goes into this all day, so we're gonna go into that. Get some little chip with the burn. If it's leftovers, it'll cancel out the leftovers. And if it is not, then it's just shit that's gonna keep racking up over time. Yeah, we knew it wasn't a choice set, so Calm Mind makes sense. We can take a hit and flip out. Crap. I might have messed up. Because I don't think I can... Ursaluna... Blood Moon... I think it just comes down to the build. Or if they just Calm Mind again. I have no idea if this Focus Blast will kill or not. But I think I can base it off the flip turn damage I do. I could Icy Wind so it's slower than Gambit, but Gambit doesn't do much back. I'm minus speed, so I should be slower. Alright, that's +2. I could always go Skeledirge and take one hit. Actually, it depends on the set. That did like... what? A little over 10%. Definitely didn't do 23 to 28, so that's like... max HP, maybe more physically bulky. If I can just chip it in range of Valiant. Hoopa's slower than pretty much everything here, so I think I use Hoopa right now to get some chip on this and then kill it with Valiant. I think that's the play. What do my damage numbers look like versus this thing at +2? Energy Ball is 47 to 56. Focus Blast with 7. Focus Blast might kill, especially if it's around the set that I think it is. I'm a gambler at heart. We're gonna click it. And it does end up just dropping. That's insane. Hoopa's a menace. I feel very silly for making that mistake with Grafai. It can't hit Skeledirge hard unless it specs Shadow Ball. Skeledirge is still important for the Weekend Shao though. So I'm gonna go with this actually. I expect U-Turn or Moonblast to come out here anyway. This was mostly here for the Ursaluna, so it's more flexible, more expendable now. So I'll probably see Umbreon or Mienshao come out here. This would actually be a great time to come into Umbreon and wish for them, so that's probably what we're gonna do. I think I'm just gonna roll the Scald Burn. Actually, yeah, I'm just gonna roll the Scald Burn because I'm not really concerned with losing this anymore, or getting this thing a Toxico on this. I will trade a burn on them for a Toxic on me. Especially since I can keep flipping out, regenning, and resetting the poison counter. We don't get the burn, unfortunately, but we do stall a turn. I probably should have just turned to leftovers. I probably should have just flipped on there, because then I could have gotten Valiant in right now. Versus getting it in on a Wish. So now I think I have to go Scald again. Hopefully get the burn. I'm still not getting it. So now Protect is probably coming out, so I think now I have to take advantage of that by hard swapping out to something. How much do I do with Focus Blast of this? I think I can 2 KO this before it can 2 KO me. Yeah, absolutely. So let's do that. Because they swapped out hard, so I think their last move is Protect. Actually, no, it should be with Tompats, actually. This might be a choke. Yeah. But landing a Focus Blast on this still puts it in Val range anyway. Plus, they might think I'm Specs and have to switch out anyway. This is ultimately, I guess, statistically speaking, it's worse than Gambit right now because it's slower than everything, and Gambit has Sucker Punch. So, I'm not playing well into this Umbreon, but I really messed up in prep. I really shouldn't have put Prankster on that guy. Are we gonna see Wish here? We see Foul Play, unfortunate. Okay. I think now... I think I just go hard Val. I think I don't let this thing... Unless I wear it down with this and then go Val, but Val can't win versus Cinderace just yet. So if anything, breaking this down for might be better for Gambit. Can I 2-hit KO this with Moonblast off rip? Again, it depends on the... I really think it's mostly specially defensive, but the calcs don't really add up. So I'm not sure what I'm missing. I will Moonblast once, because the Moonblast and the Focus Blast still 2-hit KOs. Who was that? Is that the Whimsicott? That's a nice chunk there. Go back into one of these two, right? Probably this and just flip. The Colbron Skeletor's could still be very useful for this Umbreon. For getting an extra hit. Or a burn. I don't think that's Specs, that did literally 0. We're just gonna flip. Let's see Giga Drain come out. How much does that heal? A lot. Oh, actually nothing. Now, Valiant is a speed tie with... Actually, my Valiant isn't max speed, so it's not even a speed tie. So... Giga Drain, Moonblast, U-turn. It could be Shadow Ball in the last slot, I doubt it. We're just gonna go into this and throw off the Willow. I see no reason not to go Umbreon right now. And I'd rather, again, Cinderace coming in, we don't really care. It very much does nothing into me. And getting a burn on Mian Shao would be game-changing too. I think it's Mian Shao. So as long as it's not Lum, this burn will make this thing very, very not good. Winning with this is actually a very viable option too. I could just start setting up Sunny Days and Torch Songs, and there's no way he can't really kill me. So I'm down to do that. I'm gonna Torch Song first. 353 to 248. I didn't see if that crit or not, but doesn't really matter. Didn't do much overall. Gonna slack off once. Do you see the Stone Edge miss? Gonna set up the Sunny Day now. Oh, it's Life Orb. Ah. That's what the extra text was I didn't see. But now this dies to burn. And I got my sunny day up, so that's perfect. How much am I doing to this? I'm at +1, correct? Yes. Skeldurge at +1 and Sun. 38. It's not a lot, but I could rack up damage to help Valiant win, but Cinderace is still in the back, so I expect Toxic to come out. So we're gonna do this, go hard into this, and then just start Iron hitting. We hopefully see Toxic here. I could see Foul Play coming out too, but I think we can live 1. Because I think it was doing like 90 something on average before, and now this is gonna get hit with a Supreme Overlord boosted Iron Head. I see no reason to Iron Head just again, which is only healing 50%. Why did I move first? It's probably a speed tie. It actually is a speed tie. That's crazy. Because that second hit actually changed just so much. Now it dies to Moonblast. So we're just gonna throw that out. Again, don't really care if Cinderace comes in, and especially now that this thing is super chipped. And I think Whimsicott is also in range. So that goes down. Sun is down, so we just go... I'm gonna go this, actually, so that I can flip. Because they're probably gonna U-turn here. If they don't U-turn, I take whatever they hit. They throw at me. I flip, and then I just flip regardless, because if they set up the Wish, then I can bring the Vow back in. You see Pyro Ball come out. So this flip is incredibly free. This is why Mola is such a good mon, because it's so good at taking hits, so ridiculously good. It can actually run Assault Vest because of Flip Turn. Flip Turn is the move that makes Mola as good as it is. The ability to just take momentum and run an Assault Vest with it is so good. I think the only way... It just depends on if he ever goes Cinderace on a eats a Moonblast and then U-turns out into Umbreon and gets a Wish off. That's the only way I think this can go south. I probably should be clicking Focus Blast, actually. There's no reason not to. Because I can take whatever it wants to do, and a Toxic doesn't matter this late in the game. I still don't need to risk a Gunk Shot coming out. Does end up getting the U-turn play, right? Protecting actually doesn't matter. I was thinking about hard swapping out, but if they protect the leftovers, doesn't matter at that range. So I'm just gonna flip. Flip to help offset some of that leftovers damage. Do I Calm Mind or do I Blast here? I think there's a chance Ace comes out, and if we have a free turn anyway, we should be blasting. Guaranteed gets us a kill, and if they protect, then I think we kill on the next one. Actually, let me make sure about that. But 56 to 67, yeah. I think even after the Wish Blast still kills. And we do miss. Oh man. Oh, that stinks. That puts us in an awkward spot. I see no reason not to just blast again, though. Actually, I think another Wish is coming out. So I'm gonna Calm Mind. I don't think you go hard Cinderace after seeing that. Oh, protects, actually. So even better. Does Moonblast kill from this range? 67 to 79, I don't think so. I think we just blast again and take our kill. Blast is 84 to 99, so it's not guaranteed, but at least it's a chance. We need that wide lens to come through. There's no way I ran that item and I still miss. This should definitely just drop. There we go. Should have ran that one item, the blunder policy. I should have ran that. Got the double speed. That'd be funny. I'm a gambler. We're clicking it again. I have the heart of a gambler. Maybe I need the mind of one too. Calm Mind actually made so much sense on that turn. I don't know why it didn't. How much is this Toxic actually racking up to? I'm just gonna blast again. There we go. And that is the Iron Valiant sweep we have been waiting all season for, coming to fruition. GG's and well played in my opponent. And I'll see you guys next week for playoffs, I guess. I have no idea when that video is going to be coming out because I'm going away for next week on a trip. I don't know if I'm going to be playing that week, end of that week, or what. No promises, but there will be a video coming out. Actually, that video, I don't know. That video should be out sometime. Either it might already be out or it'll be out after this one. But there's a fun other video that I'm going to be doing at some point within the week. So I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you guys for the playoffs.